Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm going to talk about a topic today which is requested, and I hope you like it. The topic today is about panic attack. Have you ever heard of the word panic attack? What happens? What is actually a panic attack? Panic attack is a sudden outburst of emotion, which of course occurs unconsciously, and it can lead to fear, anxiety, distress, and a person might not be able to focus in their work. Now, these panic attack can last for a couple of minutes or it can last for an hour or so, depending upon the severity of the condition. Now, what happens in a panic attack? Suddenly, a person might feel dizziness, they might start sweating, they might feel irritated, all of a sudden sad, depressed, a kind of fear arises, and they are not able to concentrate in their work. It can be triggered because of many reasons, which I'm going to discuss. And overall, it affects their life. And when they are out of the attack, that might create a sense of guilt or maybe embarrassment because whatever has happened unplannedly, which the person is not aware. Okay. Now, what could be the reasons that this kind of situation arises? Now, it can arise because of the brain uh, chemical. Whenever the neurochemical transmission doesn't happen properly and there's an imbalance, this kind of panic attack happens. Now, our brain releases two kinds of chemical. One is serotonin, and the other is norepinephrine. What happens? The serotonin is a chemical, brain chemical, which helps us to pass messages to our brain from the cells and also throughout the body. And norepinephrine is a chemical which keeps our brain alert. It helps us to focus, it help us to pay attention. So whenever there is a imbalance between these two chemicals in releasing the chemical, this kind of panic attack might arise. Now, it can also happen because of genetic reason. So maybe in the family history, there is somebody who has gone through similar kind of problem, and it might genetically get transferred to us. There is the third time because of environmental factors. Now, environmental factor can be because of any past painful memory, some trauma, some grief, some anxiety, a heartful situation, a kind of rejection where a person was maybe abused. So those can also be a reason. And those triggers might arise when they see a similar kind of situation. Sometimes it can be some brain flashes of the past memory also, and that trigger might happen within a person. Okay, and all of a sudden this outbreak of emotions and all these symptoms might arise in their body. It can also happen because of some childhood traumas as well. When a person had a very abusive childhood, when they were ill treated, they were not treated with respect, or maybe it generally is seen in children when it is they had a very hard childhood when they were not allowed to make mistakes. So because of chasing perfectionism in their life and they want to be top of everything, this kind of panic attacks can happen. And it starts, of course, in the childhood, and gradually it also prolongs as they uh, progress in their life. Okay. Now, there is also one more thing that I want to talk about is, whenever somebody might feel this kind of emotional outbreak when outburst rather is when they are into participating into a meeting, or maybe they have an interview, or they have something to discuss, or maybe they have to provide a presentation, and all of a sudden they feel nervous. It can also happen during examination times as well, when a person might have prepared so well, they're able to do, they know they can do it, but all of a sudden this panic attack happens and they feel nervous, there's a fearful thought in their mind, they're very scary and they're not able to perform. And as a result, the most um, impactful part is that it affects the quality of the life, because all of a sudden the person is into in this zone, and later when they realize, it creates a kind of embarrassment for them because they don't know what happened to them. And it also happens that they're not, it affects their quality of life in terms of their personal relationship, in terms of their professional relationship, and overall the ecosystem gets disturbed. So this can also arise because of some hard, painful memories, because of due to relationship issues as well. So what happens when this panic attacks are not taken care? It can lead to severe health issues like chronic depression or anxiety. It can also lead to high blood pressure. It can also lead to heart diseases, sometimes skin allergies, sometimes even it can lead to intestinal problem as well. So it is very important that that this problem should not be taken lightly, even if it happens on a lighter note to somebody. It should be treated seriously, because the healthier the mind is, the healthier will be the body. We do not understand at times that so many unwanted thoughts also can also, every time overthinking, thinking about unwanted negative thought patterns, can also lead to panic attack. And this is can lead to severe uh, depressional or mental disorders as well. So now there are techniques. If somebody wants to do it on their own, they're most welcome to do it. But I would recommend, one should reach out to a therapist or coach who is well professionally trained and can help a person come out of these panic attacks, and it can be resolved. So, but for as a beginner, if you still want to try on your own, then I think having a healthy lifestyle is very important. Getting good quality of sleep, uh, of being aware, a mindful meditation can also help in this respect. Also, uh, exercising, breathing techniques can do wonders. Apart from that, there are also other techniques, but those would need a coach's approach, like visualization. So, even if somebody needs any help, then please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help. So yeah, so this is all about that I wanted to discuss today. Hope you found it useful. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy.